Hi, I'm Jeff, this is Tropical Plants at 53 degrees north, and today I want to talk about Cape Primrose, otherwise known as Streptocarpus. Well, this one is pink Leyla, and a lot of the others are coming into bloom now. I've got fairly nice green leaves, and that one's a little bit yellow. I'm not sure why that one's yellow. That's Polka-Dot purple. That's a gorgeous one. And over here, this one is Katie. That's another beautiful. There are no not beautiful ones. Probably my least favourite is the crystal ice varieties, but at the moment it doesn't look very good on its own. But when they all start to come, that does eventually turn into my favourite. This one's Bethan, and I have got lots of. Let me just kind of have a think here. Turn around. Here we go. I was trying to remember where they were. Lots of new varieties. These are the Harlequin varieties. So I'm hoping these will flower this year. They normally flower the first year. And that one's looking okay too. But the reason I wanted to jump on here is that they don't look quite as good as they did early on in the year. Last year I made a video about a Cyclamen. And the Cyclamen there was something wrong with it, and nobody could figure out what it was. I couldn't figure it out. Nobody in the comments could figure out what it was, and all the leaves kind of went puckered. And I've since discovered this Cyclamen Mite, which I've mentioned before. I'll put a little picture of it up on the screen and its Latin name. And it's completely decimated my Streptocarpus because I didn't know what it was. You might notice now I've got them all so that they're not touching, because this mite, you can't see it, but it crawls from leaf to leaf. So, it's like a microscopic mite, hence the name mite. If your leaves are touching and it's on one of them, then it will go to the other. So I had a look on Dibley's website, and they are one of the main growers in this country. And I could be wrong, but it does seem to be that that's what's causing my damage. And if you look down at this plant here, this seems to be typical of the kind of damage. See these brown bits that's been eaten away here? And very often you can look closer to the crown of the plant and find that the leaves down there are even more damaged. I mean, I've found that it will come all the way along. So I am slowly defoliating these plants because I am spraying them. There you go. See that one down there? See how brown it is down near the base of the plant. So if every so often I keep taking these plants away and removing them, then taking these leaves away, then I'm hoping that will give it a chance to send some new leaves up. Obviously I don't want to do them all at once because I don't want to miss my blooms for this year, but I'm spraying them with a systemic. Now on Dibley's it says they don't use chemicals, they use nematodes, I believe, or other natural controls. But I've not got time and patience for that, and I just want them to be healthy. So I've been using the systemic, and it does appear to be working. Now, this is probably my worst affected plant. The Katie variety seems to be really badly affected. They will still send the flowers up, but obviously they're not thriving. So that's something, if you have Streptocarpus, to look out for, because once you have it on one, and if all those leaves are touching, you're going to get it on them all. And just if you're kind of sitting there thinking, I'm okay, I don't have Streptocarpus or Cyclamen, this might affect many plants. It's not just those two plants. It will crawl onto any. Now whether it'll do the same damage to orchids or not, I don't know. But yeah, that's definitely a new pest for me. So we've started the year off with this dratted mite, and also we've started it off with the dreadful vine weevil as well. So they've all these plants now, all the plants that are susceptible to it, have also had a vine weevil treatment. So I've treated the bougainvillea, and you can see it does have new shoots coming on it, so it's not completely dead. So hopefully that will revive up. And every single cyclamen and every single potted plant I've got that isn't in bark, that is in a fine compost, a multi-purpose compost or a Johnny's compost, and they've all had vine weevil treatment, so they should be okay. So that's it for now. I just thought I would jump on there and warn you about this dreadful mite. And even though apparently it's resistant, quite resistant to many sprays, if you do spray regularly, then you should manage to keep them down. That's what I'm hoping to do. Just before I go, I thought I'd show you this fern. This is an asparagus fern, and it's really, really great for these great big long dangly, I mean, I suppose the fronds, but they don't look like fronds, do they? Not like in the normal sense of the feathery frond. This is what I think of as a frond. There we go, down here, this kind of, this kind of fern is what I think of as a frond. The phlebodiums are looking nice. This Terris cretica is looking good. This is sending out some new shoots, and this phlebodium has got its spores forming on the back there. Its little pussycat in the corner there, give it a little stroke. I'm still not that thrilled with this one. It doesn't seem to be, this is a Terris ensiformis, doesn't seem to be thriving. I'm not so sure whether I might have it in the wrong media. So before I ramble on, that's it for now, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye. If you're new to my channel, click the subscribe button, ding the notification bell, and you won't miss any updates.